Okay, joined by Niall O Ceallacháin, the Fianna manager here at Parnell Park after side's go-ahead Ireland Senior 1 hurling final win over Kilmacud Crokes. A 1-point win. Neil, have you managed to catch your breath after that? An incredible end to a brilliant game.
Yeah, thanks, Derek. Have really pleased. Don't know what went on there in the last few minutes. Just really pleased to be the other side of that. Two super teams. There's nothing between those teams, and it was literally a bounce of ball that fell our way in the end for us to come out the right side of it.
A very topsy-turvy game, because I think Crokes were 8 points ahead at one point in the first half, and it looked like they might be able to move on, push on from there. They had the win of the first half, but going in at half-time against a Crokes side who have a maybe 8, 9, 10 point lead would have been very, very difficult. Obviously the goal before half-time and the performance in the last 10 minutes of the first half was really pivotal in terms of bringing you back into the game at half-time, and obviously then into the second half as well.
Yeah, no, I think you have it, Derek, to be honest. I think exactly that. Being honest, 16, 17 minutes in, we were really struggling. We were 8 points down. I thought it was 9 actually, but 8 points down. They were coming in waves. They had extra bodies around the middle. They were clipping points from the outside. We couldn't deal with that. Then the ball was being sent inside, and we looked dangerous, or they looked dangerous inside as well. We got a hold of it. With 16, 17 minutes in. We got a couple of goal chances. We didn't take them, but we got 1-3 or 1-4 in that period. That, as you say, it didn't swing the game, but it kept us. It gave us a fighting chance at half time, and it wasn't the wind. It had nothing to do with the wind in that first half. They were just much better. They started much better. Their energy was better. But that 1-3, 1-4 we got at the end of that first half, it kept us in the game and gave us a fighting chance.
Crokes v Fianna, as you mentioned already, it's been some battle over the last few years, and it was the same here again today, as I'm sure you would have expected. To beat Kilmacud Crokes in the final, obviously you beat them last year in the quarter final, but they had the hoodoo over you in 2021, 2022. To beat them in a final this year must feel maybe extra special.
Yeah, it's really pleasing. I think what I'd say is that Crokes team has driven us on in the last few years to levels, and maybe there's a bit the other way as well. I think a huge amount of time for those lads, the players, the management, the coaches, just a huge amount of time for them. We always say it, anytime you play anytime you play that Crokes team, just their body language, their attitude, their resilience, their will to win, the energy that they bring is always top class, and we have a huge amount of time and respect for them. So to get that done in a final, we were here under lights in 2021 and lost to a last minute goal. It went extra time, but ultimately lost to a last minute goal to them. So to be at the other end of that is unfortunate. They were fortunate, obviously, in that year, and we got the bounce of the ball there. So very pleasing. Great.
What does it mean to Fianna to win this county title 2 years in a row? It's very difficult to win one county title. To win two in a row, everyone speaks about winning 2 titles in a row is an incredible achievement, because it's not just maybe the once-off that you can do in terms of winning it. What does it mean for Fianna? And what does it mean for you as well? Because obviously you're finishing up in Fianna this year and moving on to the Dublin Senior Hurling job. What does it mean to you as well to be able to finish the Dublin Championship at the very least with winning it?
Yeah, I think a lot of people around the country, would kind of resonate. It means everything, when you're in a club with your family, your friends, everyone that means so much to you, and you put a lot of time into it, and parents put a lot of time into it. Everybody puts so much time in day by day and week by week. It means everything for a night like tonight. We're not unique in that regard, but it just means everything. It just means everything. We did get over the line last year, and our first championship last year, and that was special. We were never going to win our first again. I remember saying that here last year. But huge credit to our lads, our players. There's different ways you can go after winning the first championship, and they made it clear very early on, when we were talking to them, that they wanted more. And kind of made a vow to themselves that they wouldn't be one and done. That's the phrase that they had, was that they wouldn't be one and done. So I'm just over the moon for them that they've got that done.